Okay, hello, welcome to workout number 7 of 8, penultimate round of the intermediate kind of YouTube course. We're now going to move on to a totally different structure, one that I've not done before, but it's a very common YouTube structure. We are just going to do 13 different movements, back to back, all a minute long with a 20-second recovery in between each movement. A minute of work, 20 seconds off, a minute of work, 20 seconds off, times that by 13 different movements. It's going to be chaos, it's going to be great fun, but let's get warmed up. The only difference this time, of course, normally I give you like a heads up of what the movements are going to be. So you might do 3 sets of squats and then I'll tell you what's going to be next. This time it's just, this is the next movement and then we do that movement. This is now the next movement, then we do that movement. So you get far less idea of what's coming up, but it keeps it exciting, it keeps it fun. And before you know it, by the time all your 13 exercises are done, just once, you're finitoed. So let's start to kick up the knees. As always, we like to get the hips and everything else, lower body nice and loose. Just follow what I do. We're cracking straight on so we can get this done in that magical 20 to 25 minute window. But yeah, the movements are familiar. There is one new movement in there that we haven't done before, which I'll talk about a bit before we get there, but that's towards the end anyway. We get you nice and warmed up. So now open up the hips. But yeah, so 13 different movements. All you need to focus on is doing a minute of each, followed by a 20-second breather. In terms of space and apparatus, you just need a sofa, a bed, whatever, so something for tricep dips. I just close the legs now. And you need a bit of space that you can lie down. So we've got a couple of ab exercises in there and whatnot. In terms of the structure, it starts off very kind of body weight movements like strength training, etc. Towards the end, it gets a bit more cardio based. So you're going to gradually wind up the intensity bit by bit. Let's do some side twists for the back. Always good to get spine loose. That was a nice click for me. But nice and mobile. And then shoulders. So today we're just going to put our hands like this and start to articulate the shoulders around. Bit by bit, keep the elbows tucked in if we can. Shrug up one side. The first movement we're going to do, by the way, we're going to go straight into, we touched on these in the last workout, so keep going, but single leg deadlifts. Remember these ones where it's all about balance, going down to your mid shin and then coming back up again. So that's the first exercise that we're going to start off with, and then I'll tell you the rest as we go. So yeah, just remember with the single legs, you're all about, and then just swings, then we'll be ready to crack on. Single leg deadlifts, we're all about taking your time. We're going to do 30 seconds per leg, so once you hear the halfway beep, we'll switch over. And just switch directions. I just follow what I'm doing. But yeah, so let's get ready. Make sure you've got your water. Make sure you've got everything nearby. I've got my blocks for my trusty tricep dips. As always, I don't have a bench or a sofa in here. So they will be what I do tricep dips on. If you have a chair, a bed, sofa, whatever, you can do your dips on there or even just on the floor. So let's get ready. I've got the timer nearby here. 1 minute of work. We're going to start off with the single leg deadlifts like I just said. So here we go. I'm going to start the timer. Let's get prepared. Round number 1 of 13 coming up. Let's get this done. So here we go. So 3, 2, 1, and off we go. So single legs, all about the balance. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, sort of just follow me as we do. We've got the timer up in the corner of the screen for you to have a look at where you're at in the round. But very simple. Every round is just a minute. But unlike previous workouts, we don't really do movements more than once or twice. There's lots of different movements in here. So in about 5 seconds, I'm going to switch over legs. Remember, you pass your opposite hand down to your foot. So I'm switching over legs now. That's the halfway mark. My left hand is going down to my right kind of shin area. Keep it opposites. And again, often balance is quite tough with this, so make sure every time you come to the top, you put your foot down just to regroup a little bit. It's actually quite hard on this mat. It's quite a squidgy mat, so you get a bit of extra wobble, which is always good. So after this, 5 seconds left, you get a quick 20-second breather. So 3, 2, and 1. Okay, 20 seconds, dips, tricep dips. So let's get your sofa, let's get your bed. We're attacking these straight away. So I've got these. Remember, in about 10 seconds we begin. It's all about keeping your back nice and close to whatever the object is you're using. So keep it nice and close, do not come away like this. So 3, 2, 1, and off we go. That 20-second breather is a constant. And as I always say, Feet further out means harder. Feet closer in means easier. So do whatever you need to do. But a minute of tricep dips is quite tough anyway, so just see if you can keep going for as long as you possibly can. That's one of the main goals. The best thing I can say to you now is that the next movement is not for your arms. So you can go for a little bit longer on here. We can give them a bit of a rest in a second, but we're halfway. This is good. Again, trying to go as low as you can. Unfortunately for me, I can only go as low as the floor allows. But I'd imagine if you're doing it on a bed or something like a sofa, go down to a right angle so your arms are like here. That means you get a proper stretch in your chest as well, which is fantastic. So final 6 seconds, then we're on to the next movement. So 3, 2, and 1. Okay, good, so I'm gonna clear the space a little bit. It's now time for some glute bridges. Not too tough, these ones. Clear my mat as well. So in 10 seconds, we're gonna lay down on the floor, feet up to your bum, up and squeeze your glutes. The most efficient movement for your bum. So 3, 2, 1, and off we go. Up and squeeze. So this is the third movement of the 13, so we're already 3 down. My legs and glutes are pretty aching. I only filmed the other workouts yesterday, so I'm definitely feeling the effects of those ones. You may be too. Definitely feel that already. This is good, it's good stuff. So halfway, 30 seconds left. You go all the way through to the beeps or through to the time runs out. I'll count you down, of course. Squeeze the bum. So final 10. And 3, 2, and 1. Okay, good. A good amount of time to get a good squeeze. Now going back to arms, back on the floor, push-ups. Yes. They're in there every time, without failure. On your toes, on your knees, on your belly, whatever you can do. Good quality push-ups for a minute. Do as much as you can possibly do. I know it's quite tough. So 3, 2, 1, and off we go. I'm gonna face this way. Here we go. Again, in terms of distance of hands, I'm going for just shoulder width apart. You can go wider for more chest or more narrow for more triceps. It's up to you, so I just go in the middle to get best bang for buck for both arms and chest. If you do it on your toes, try to keep your bum a little bit in the air. Try not to let it swoop down too much. And if you do it on your knees, also try to keep your bum up in the air. And if all that's too tough, you can then just drop your bum down to the floor and push up. Whatever you can do is the goal. So we've got about 20 seconds left. Final 10, keep going. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, good. Push-ups done. Next up, squat thrusts. Well, not squat thrusts, or squat pulses, should I say. We've touched on these before. So squat down, a little pulse, standing up. A squat down, a little pulse, stand up. That pulse is tiny. So 3, 2, 1, and off we go. So squat down, little pulse at the bottom, and stand up. So it's 1 and like 1/8 of a rep. 1, dush, up. A bit more burn here. I'm going to face this way so I can see the timer. As we said before, just a little bit. With body weight, you have to find ways to make it tougher. This is just a little bit to get a bit more concentrated burn on the legs and the glutes. You spend a little bit more time on the tension at the bottom. You've got about 27 seconds. Final 10 coming up. And 3, 2, and 1. Okay, good. So back to tricep dips. We are going to repeat these twice. It was either that or push-ups, so I thought I'd be kinder today and do tricep dips. So in 10 seconds, we're going for round 2. Sofa, bed, chair, floor, whatever you can do it on. So let's get ready. So 3, 2, 1, and off we go. Oh yeah, bit of a burn kicking in, but so far so good. So you're halfway. So like I said, a minute is quite a long time, so you do get a lot of reps done. If you were to go flat out for the whole minute and not take any little breathers, I mean, with these sort of movements, you comfortably get through kind of 30, 40 reps, which of course is a lot. So like I'm doing, you can have a little shake off every kind of 10, 15, 20 seconds, as long as you're trying your best and trying to take it through to the point of burn. So at the moment, my triceps are burning, but there's only 3 seconds left. So 3, 2, and 1. Okay, good. Tricep dips done. Let's go to Supermen, or super whatever. So we're going to straighten this mat out a little bit. On all fours, we've done this before as well, but not as much. We kick our left leg back, our right hand comes up. So 3, 2, 1, and off we go. It's chaos. So alternating arms, I'm going to stick to one side at a time, and once I hit the halfway mark, I'm going to switch over. So my left leg's going back, my right hand's coming up. I'm just going to stick to that side for as much as possible. Left leg back, right arm up. Okay, and then switching over. Now it's your left hand going up, your right leg going back. You squeeze the glutes. Again, taking your time. It's a movement that requires a lot of balance. Almost there. So 3, 2, and 1. Okay, good. So now we're back up, or we're not back up for long. Straight back onto the floor for some bicycle kicks. So this is another core. We're laying back this time on our stomach, on our backs even, should I say. Elbows tucked in, legs up, across and across. We've done this one plenty, so let's get ready to rock and roll. This is a burner. So 3, 2, 1, and let's go. I'm taking my time with this one. I'm trying to really crunch my core every time I come across, and my legs are dropping down to the bottom, nice and low every time. So right elbow to left quad, left elbow to right quad. Vice versa. Like I said, a little bit of a core section here. So halfway. Keep it going. Final 20. Yeah, it might be burning, well and truly by now. Remember, try not to pull on your neck. Try to use your core, not your neck. Almost there. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, good. Into your next core exercise, some ab walkouts again, which have been a bit more of a prominent feature in the workouts lately. So you touch your toes, you walk forward into a walkout, into a plank, and you stand back up again. That's the goal. Just going to straighten this mat out. So do as many reps as you can do in that minute. So 3, 2, 1, here we go. I'm touching my toes. I'm slowly walking myself down into a plank. And then from here, I'm back up, stretching out the hamstrings at the back to standing up. Again, take your time, hamstring stretch, gently walk yourself forward on your tippy toes. And then from here, good quality plank, pitch your bum up in the air, walk yourself back, and then stand up. It's not a case of getting lots of reps done. It's a case of getting good quality reps done. Just over halfway. And after this movement, we have a new movement. How exciting. I'm sure it might be something that you've done before. Requires a bit more balance, and it will start now to get the heart rate going a little bit more as we approach the end. Just under 10, keep it going. So I'm going to try and squeeze out one more. Let's go, nice and quick. So 3, 2, and 1. Okay, nice. So the new movement, yes. Let's do this. So skater jumps. Actually, we might have done it at some point before in a previous workout, but you basically, the easy version is touching down on either side like this, almost like a lunge. The harder version is bringing your leg up, then stepping to the side. But just follow me, let's go. This is a much more, I'm doing a little jump from side to side like this, touching my toe, and manage to get a little bit of air each time. If you can't, you can step to the side like this. It's all about balance, and you bring back your opposite hand to your toe. So right hand to left toe, left hand to right. You can also put your back foot down to get a bit of balance like this. And once you start to get that, you can start to jump, back foot down, jump, back foot down, jump, back foot down. And once that's easy, you can do it without putting your back foot down. Gets the heart rate going, works the back, works the legs, works your balance. So we've got about 15 seconds left. I'm now jumping from side to side, about a metre, just under 10. I'm controlling the landing, controlling. So almost there, so 3, 2, and 1. Love a good new movement. How exciting. That is solid. Tough movement, lots of people struggle with that one, struggle with the balance, but you ease your way in. I showed you all the different ways of doing it there. So in 8 seconds, we're going into some running on the spot. Yes. Let's get ready. So 3, 2, 1, and off we go. Again, something we don't do very often, but now we're going to start to pick that speed up towards the end. After this, we've only got 2 rounds left, so let's start to get that heart rate up a little bit now to finish off. So I'm pumping my knees relatively high. I'm pumping my arms along with my knees, like this. Again, just getting into a rhythm. Just halfway there. Right now I'm sort of picturing that I've got Usain Bolt in my vision. I'm creeping up on him. He's got absolutely no chance. And then boom, I'm straight past him. Easy, right? I mean, it might not happen in real life, but you can always dream big. So final 10 seconds, keep it going. So 5, 4, a little bit faster, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Sorry if the camera was shaking there. It may well have been all over the place. So now, penultimate round, punches. We've got straights, uppercuts, and hooks. Listen to what I say. Get the feet moving back and forward so you're jostling, you're jockeying. So 3, 2, 1, and straights. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Relaxing the feet, fully extending your arms like this, and have a little twist. When you punch, you twist, you corkscrew your hands, you don't punch straight. So corkscrew, corkscrew, corkscrew. Nice, okay. And then from here, we're now going to go to uppercuts. Again, same thing, move your hands and your body, your back, your legs. It's not all arms, it's everything. Just over halfway, uppercuts. And in about 5 seconds, we're going to do some hooks. So 3, 2, 1, let's now go into those hooks. Moving the feet around. You can punch as hard as you want. Of course, there's no one punching back, and you're punching air. So you can get a good whip around. Final 8 seconds. Here we go. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Awesome. So now finally, to finish on a high. Mountain climbers. I'm sure the word that or the 2 words that everyone's hoping I wasn't going to say, a minute of climbers is brutal. So let's see how we get on. Just do as much as you can. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, and off we go. I'm going to start off slow, keeping my bum nice and flat. I'm not bringing my legs up. I'm also not coming down to the ground. I'm just keeping a plank position. Likewise, I'm keeping my knees close to the floor. I'm not bringing them up here. That's not a mountain climber. That's a much better mountain climber here. So when I get to halfway, I'm probably going to pick the speed up a little bit. Okay, that's halfway. So I'm just going to gradually now start to pick that speed up until I'm basically running for the last kind of 15, 20 seconds. But I'm trying to keep the tension on my core at all times, like so. And now from here, I'm now going to start to pick up the speed a little bit through to the end, get the heart rate going. As we approach our final 8 seconds, let's start to pick that speed up again. Here we go. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. If you manage to stick that whole round out of mountain climbers, then bravo. Very nice indeed. One of the most notorious exercises for your abs and for your heart rate. You can go fast all the way through, you can go slow all the way through. But of course, I'm trying to show you all different variations, so you can pick whatever one you want to do. But having said that, workout done. Flash by. They say that time flies when you're having fun, so that's a good thing. So let's just start to loosen up our wrists a little bit. We get a quick cool down in there, and then I'll let you crack on with your day. And then you've successfully completed workout 7 of 8. And hopefully you're not fed up with my voice by now. It's very possible, it's very likely. But if you're not, then congratulations for making it all the way through to the final workout in the next one. Hopefully you'll take part in that and enjoy that as well. Let's now start to articulate the shoulders around. Nice, and then lower back. We're going to work our way down to the ground as always. Nice, and then finally we're just going to do a nice little lower body, kind of full body phase. So we're actually going to start here. Just follow me as we do, if you're still sticking around. Again, let me straighten up my mat, it's gone wonky. So you can do an ab walkout down to the ground, so just follow me. That's the best way. So touch toes, stretch out your hamstrings, walk yourself down into a walkout, and then from here, we're going to do a bit of yoga into a cobra. Just drop it down, but we don't spend long here. So then straight to a child's pose, like so. And then from child's pose, we then put our hands together and we try to bring our right leg up as high as we can to this hand. Again, stretch out the hammies, the hips, the quads on the other leg. And from here, if our right foot is up, our right hand is going to open up and twist open. So make sure it's the same side. Whatever the bent knee is, open that hand up as well, like so. We kind of loosen up the thoracic spine, so all this sort of area around here. And then from there, let's switch over. So now I'm going to bring the left leg up as high to the hand as we can. Wiggle that leg around a little bit, and then I'm going to open up the other side, stretch out the spine, mobilize the spine, whilst you still get stretch in your hips. And then finally from here, we're going to drop back into one more child's pose, and then one more cobra. Like I said, just follow me along. It's the best way to do it. And then finally, I'm getting my feet planted. My bum is now coming up in the air. Stretch out my hammies, and I'm going to walk myself back to the very top and slowly stand up and shake everything off. And that is a nice stretch to get you cracking on with the rest of your day. So thanks as always for tuning in. Hopefully I'll see everyone for the final workout of this intermediate course. Take it easy. See you soon.